My name is Ngozi. We reside in US. We have a child that we are here for treatment who is on the spectrum. Kaosi is 9 years old. We started seeing signs when Kaosi, I will say actually, after turning a year, he was born a healthy child, met all the milestones, including walking. The only thing that was delayed actually was really toileting. Although with toileting, we ended up finding out that around age 5 that he was actually continent, and at some point we decided, okay, you just using us as a mobile toilet, like we gotta stop. But that was when we started noticing that he is not making good eye contact. He's not constantly responding to his name being called. We did reach out for help at that time. They suspected that he might be on the spectrum, but again, they told us that we have some time for him to actually start school and see if it's just a language delay or if he's on the spectrum. Being that it was like the first time being with a child, and there are certain things when you are the caregiver that you don't see that someone from the outside might see. And he started school early before turning. From 24 months old, he started early childhood. And since then, though, the language delay doesn't seem to come as fast as we expected. So he's hyperactive. He's a picky eater, although he has appetite for the things that he likes to eat. And so when you are asked the question, what are the things that he does or doesn't do, each child is not really a classic textbook symptoms. So for Kaosi, does he sleep well at night? Yes, he does. Is he a picky eater? Yes, he is. But he also can eat well when you give him food that he likes. Does he talk? He echoes, he repeats, he makes attempts. But again, looking at where he needs to be for children his age, we notice that he's not there. Then as time goes on, it becomes more of a concern as a parent, because you start wondering, this child, they are not catching up education-wise, they are not socializing socially, and they are not where the children of their age are at the time that they need to be for that particular time. So all these noted concern brings about what can we do. We have tried speech. The speech, of course, depends on where you live in the state. It can be very difficult because we don't have that much of speech therapists and professionals. The ABA also, that can be difficult because they're asking you to have a medical diagnosis before you can even look for any agency who is providing services. We hesitated when it comes to getting the medical diagnosis because there's, as we were told, there's no cure, for autism. And so my thing was, if there's no cure, why don't we just look for intervention? Let me just go through the intervention. Why should I get a label if I'm not gonna do anything with the label? In the school system, they offer occupational therapy, speech, but I know that what they offer in the school environment hasn't been enough. What they offer outside hasn't been accessible. And I continue to look for options until recently when someone introduced the idea of a stem cell therapy. And I kind of looked into the idea and did my own research. And I said, if all the parents are getting results, it doesn't hurt for me to try, especially if we're considering using a bone marrow stem cell. It doesn't hurt to try. Plus, I'm also concerned because I know the younger they are, the better chance you have in fighting for them to get better than waiting until they get older. So that's why we are here. When they're on the spectrum, as we all might understand, looking into the spectrum, it's a wide range that any child can actually fit into. It could be mild, it could be moderate, it could be severe, but the goal is to maximize the potential for that particular individual where they are, on the spectrum. And so every little benefit, every little progress will make a difference. For those, for especially Kaosi, our goal for him would be for him to really be able to express himself more, have some social skills, and able to gain some skills that are necessary for independent living, because that would be the goal. You worry about your children, what happens to them, when they grow up, what happens to them when they get to be 18 years of age. And it becomes very important to look into what can we do today before it becomes too late. Now with the stem cell, our goal is to be able to, make take more from the access we have now, the opportunity we have now, in addition to looking forward that, once this is done, that we're looking forward to add more of that therapy. And I'm hoping that even with that speech therapy will be more beneficial, because my understanding from the research I did is that I'm understanding this to be more like having a mechanical issue, like the physical problem being addressed, with the brain, activating the neurons. And then when you actually now do the therapy itself, whether the occupational, the speech, you are more likely to make way, because the kid, say for those ones who are hyperactive, you are more likely to get their attention. So whatever treatment, when it comes to the therapy, in that sense, it will make more, there will be room for that brain to be receptive of the therapy session after this treatment. So I am very, very hopeful of a very good, miraculous result, I would say. That's all I could say for now. So we're looking forward to, benefits as we move forward from here. And thank you for now. And we look forward for a follow-up, because I believe this will really make a very big impact, like I said, when it comes to the therapy that will follow, in addition to individual sessions, because the caregivers actually are the ones that start the therapy. And so to be able to make that connection with the kid and know that, for me specifically, I felt as though that if I'm able to communicate someone with the child, you are more likely to know where those deficits are and where you can help them more. So I am looking forward to seeing the changes, and I will be following up with the progress. Thank you. One of the things I'm really interested in bringing everyone's attention, especially for individuals who are like foreigners, is the fact that we shy away from mental health. We feel the stigma of, the label of mental health and mental illness. And I believe that if we embrace the reality, if we get to understand and accept what we are seeing as the truth, we are more likely to get help. My expectation is that we bring more awareness, especially to foreigners, whether they're Africans or other foreigners from other areas, to understand that it's not just a condition, or it's not anything that anyone did to you specifically, but it's something that you can see happens to people of all race. And if we accept it with open mind and come together and learn more about it and give those children the opportunity they need, we can always still practice, believe, and pursue whatever higher faith we believe in. But we need to also understand that there's a medical opportunity out there for us to impact those children, and it's important for us to be open-minded to reach out and share and be receptive of the treatment out there. Thank you.